Enough talk, enough hype. Let's do this. Your first period is set to go. The Mammoth have established possession here early in this one as they win the draw. Big time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
Meachcomb's crossed the line and gained the zone. Quick pass to Gunther. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Taken along the wall by Gunther. And a huge stop by the goaltender at point-blank range. Fires it on net. And he puts that one aside with ease. Here's a short pass to Keller. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Batted down out of midair. Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. Moves it quickly over to Winger. With the stop.
The Melka's made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Shuts him down.
Vladar's made a great quality shot look easy. I mean, he is so efficient. He's dialed in, he tracks, and he makes the save.
Grabbed along the boards by Drysdale. Utah's got it behind the net.
So much pressure on this shift. They have their opponent running around everywhere, really chasing the game. This is exactly what you want.
Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. And there's a blocker stop by Pavelka. Quick pass across to Kraus. Utah's got it along the wall. Comes up with the steal. Cates gains the line and into the offensive zone. Shot! Comes up with the stop. Shot! And he fights off another save. And that's deflected. The Flyers gain control of the puck. Right up the gut, here they go. Loses the coverage there. Huge hit in the corner. Tries to feed it over to Cates. Takes the feed. Just gets a piece of it to keep it out. Wow!
Vladar's made a great save on that last play, taking away a high-danger chance because of his ability to anticipate and know where the shooter's coming from.
Well past the midway mark of this period, the game is still scoreless. Utah's going to start with the puck on their own end. Puck grab by Cates. Off a stick and they can't connect. Directs it on over to Denisenko. Utah's on the attack. Quick feed to Schmidt. Oh, you might call that friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. And he takes the feed. Moved up ahead after a nice pass from the right wing. Shot! Covers it up and we'll get a stoppage in play. Both teams are set. They're ready to drop the puck. And gets a little boost to come up with the puck from off the wing with both centers tied up. The Flyers cross the blue line and are on the attack. Utah's got possession of the puck. Oh, he'll feel that one. Denies him, he got all of it. Gets it over to Tippett. The Flyers take it along the wall. Moves it to Stump. Here's an opportunity, and that banks off a stick. Scores! It's a Flyers goal!
This is exactly why you send bodies to the front of the net, James. You want to create a screen, and the goaltender drops into the butterfly position as a default and is battling to find the puck. Can't find it and beats him clean.
Here in the later stages of this period, the Flyers lead it 1-0. Philadelphia's won the draw in the neutral zone. Works it across to Couturier. Takes it from the right side. Here's a chance. Oh, fantastic save by Pavelka. The Flyers scoop it up along the boards. And Dunwich turned aside. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. The Flyers have been the better team so far in this first period. They've had multiple scoring opportunities and as a result have the lead. Utah's got the win off that draw. Peterka's gained the line and on the the feed. Gains the zone through center. Oh, absolutely hammers him. Winding down the final minute of this opening frame. Utah's got a hold of it along the wall. Glendening's gaining momentum. Fans calling for a shot before it's too late.
I love that he's controlling what he can control right here, and for him, that's imposing his physical will, and he really wants to rally the troops. He knows they're trailing, but it's a spark, right? It's all about a spark and what comes next.
Some last-second communication before both teams get ready to drop the puck here. Quick pass to Schmidt. Looks to pass it to Denisenko. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. All right, time to get a clean sheet of ice here as period number 1 comes to an end. As you heard the horn sound, we'll be back with much, much more as this is going to be a fun one tonight. Opening face-off for period number 2, about set to go. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. We've played a period here, Cheryl, and we've had an intermission to collect our thoughts. What do you make of what you've seen?
Pamelka's been outstanding in the first period, James, and really the only reason this game is close. This is exactly why you build your team from the goaltending position out.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. The Flyers have taken a 1-0 lead. Utah's got it against the boards. Puck picked up by Bunk. Steps inside. The Mammoth have taken possession in their own end. He scores! Clayton Keller! The Mammoth have come to play tonight.
These are two great teams going head-to-head, and it's an open-up game, back-and-forth action, and you can feel the energy in the building. It's fast-paced and it's electric in there.
Toss to the paint. Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Pamelka.
This shot's coming from the middle of the ice, and it has some heat on it, but he's ready and waiting for it.
He scores!
That's a great goal, James, and even better, he now tallies his 200th point and put it in the collection. Grab the puck, because that's a big one.
A milestone moment in his career.
Well, as an analyst, James, you always look at how the play started, and this one started with a hit to separate the player from puck, and they were able to gain this possession. Listen, he's not going to get an assist on this, but he starts the entire thing.
The Flyers have gone in front by 1 here in the second period.
Yeah, and it certainly changes the mindset when you're ahead by 1 in a very close deadlock game, James. Now they got to push the pace, put the pedal to the metal, and try and figure out a way to cash in again.
Takes a shot, and he makes the save. Utah's looking to break out. Oh, had a chance to make a nice move, and the puck disagreed with him.
Heller's tried a great move there. We all know what great hands he is in tight, trying to create some space, but it bobbles off the stick, and he lost possession.
Blocked, and he may have just stopped the goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
The Flyers carried along the wall. Back to the point it goes. Too much congestion in front. Oh, and there's a big-time hit.
That's a massive and timely hit there, James. Saw his opponent with the head down, lined up perfectly, and threw it. Just love the physicality and the intensity of this play.
Puts it on net. Oh, one of his teammates was right in the shooting lane there. Picked up along the wall by Weegar. Krause grabs the puck inside his own territory. Kyrie's got it against the boards. Here's the chance to set up now. The Flyers gain possession along the wall. Here's the shot. They score! And that's back-to-back snipes.
Well, it feels like there's a wave of momentum, and it has certainly changed here. You can get the opportunity, but you have to execute. That's 2 in a row. Man, is he ever good at deflecting the puck. It's all about getting the hands away from the body and getting to the area with good timing.
The Flyers talked about getting off to a good start at the morning skate, but Cheryl, this is next level what we're seeing.
It really is. Through the first period into the second here, they just dominated. The puck has been on their stick, and when they're in the offensive zone, they're not just on the perimeter. They're finding ways to get pucks to the net.
Quick feed down low. Picked up along the boards by Drysdale. He tries to tuck it in. That goes off the post and stays out.
Philadelphia has been working hard and have put forth a strong effort throughout this entire game, and that's the reason they have the lead. They wanted to extend the cushion, but unfortunately, bad luck on their side, or maybe it was good positioning by the goaltender, but nonetheless, it goes off the post and out.
And that's blocked. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here.
Clendenning's been playing unbelievable. I mean, such a ton of confidence. He's on this point streak run. And anytime the coach looks down the bench and they need offense, they're going to him. Why wouldn't you?
Can they take advantage after winning that draw? And turns aside the slapper with ease. Makes his presence known on the ice. The Flyers get a hold of the puck along the boards. Across the line and on the attack. Takes a shot. You'll need more than that to beat him. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Philadelphia has been rewarded for their high activity in the offensive zone with lots of shots, and they lead it here in the second. Desnoyers won the faceoff. Takes a shot, and the save. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. Past the midway mark of the frame. Been a pretty good offensive display, at least for one side. 3-1 is where we sit. Philadelphia's won the draw, and they'll go to work. Big chest save as he gobbled that one up with the trapper. Late goings of this period. 3-1 is where we're sitting. Fans being treated to a lot of offense thus far. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Too much traffic in the lane. Slides it diagonally to Keller. Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. What a hit against the wall there. Philadelphia's got a hold of the puck. The Flyers played along the boards. And that shot gets caught in traffic. Passed up ahead. They've got numbers here. Passes it over. And makes the save.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. And I mean, that's just an explosive hit. Gets the job done.
Philadelphia's offense has been in full effect tonight as they continue to lead late in this second period. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Philadelphia's in transition. Nystrom's got it in the corner. Sends it out in front, and that's stopped. Philadelphia's got control of it now from their own end. Dished on over to Couturier. Quick shot, and there's the save on the play.
Pamelka's got great rebound control and just pushes that out of harm's way.
And that concludes the second period of play. Still one more period of regulation time. We'll see what happens in the third next.
Download our free app today and start earning great rewards. Scan the barcode on your ticket today to earn points for attending tonight's game.
Coaches have shared their final messages. Players are on the ice, and period number 3 is coming up. Officials have dropped the puck for the third period. Let's go. We've played 2 periods, 1 more to go. Cheryl, how do you assess what you've seen?
Utah's got to get the puck, James. I mean, to put it in layman's term, 1, you got to get the puck. 2, you got to score. They're not doing either.
And a stick breaks that up. Angles it over to Gunther. And that's just out of reach. Oh, did you see the redirect? And he still made that save.
Well, you don't make the save if you're not dialed in and focused. That's exactly what he is. He's following the puck and just makes that save. It's incredible, really, because you got to be athletic to be able to react that quickly.
Here's a shot, and he gets just enough of it with the glove and keeps it out. Glendenning's got it in the offensive zone. That's not going to fool him. The Mammoth have gained possession off the wall. And now he angles it across to Keller. Fires it! Oh, he got all of that! What a save by Vladar!
Glendenning's been bringing all of his skills tonight, and he's finally going to connect for a goal here after having multiple opportunities. You knew he was going to find it at some point here, James, because he was in and around the net, creating space and opportunity for himself and his line mates.
We're still in the early stages of this period. It's a 2-goal lead we're looking at with the score 3-1. Philadelphia's got a hold of the puck. Looking for space inside the D zone. Franz moves the puck. Utah's got the puck. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Vladar! Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. Too many bodies in the way. Feeds the puck across to Peterka. Drops the hammer. Franz plays it now. Here's a shot. And that goes off a player in front. Centering pass in front. And that caroms off a twig in front of the net. Shot comes up with a stop.
Vladar has been really sharp tonight, James, and just have a look at his save percentage, and he's making the stops that he needs to. But man, his team's played well. They've got going north, they've created opportunities, and the reason why they have a healthy lead.
And it's stopped by the glove. Nice play there. We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
The Flyers have been relentless in the offensive zone tonight, and they continue to lead in the third. Utah's taken possession in their own end. Scooped up along the wall by Konechny. Philadelphia's got the puck behind the net. And now it's grabbed by Krause. Whacks it into the offensive zone. The Flyers gain possession. From along the walls, they're gaining momentum. He says, let's get physical on that play. Good hit. Here's a short pass to Drysdale. Shot! And he had an answer with that save. Picks it off in the offensive end. Stick save, just got a piece of it with that one. Receives the pass. Philadelphia's got the puck against the half wall. Denies him on the slapper. Passes it to Keller. What a collision there, and that frees up a little room. Drives to the sweet spot. Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
Linkoping's coming up next on the schedule. Get your tickets. It should be a good time. A critical draw here. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. Big time stop there. Puck scooped up by Glendening. They've got numbers here. Taken along the wall by Marino. Desnoyers moving the puck through his own zone. And that's stolen by Grundstrom. Can't complete the pass as it goes off a stick. Moves it quickly over to Glendening. The Mammoth have gained control of the puck in their own zone. Taken by Couturier. Quick feed down low. Huge steal at his own end. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. In the final moments of this period, The Flyers are up 3-1. They win the draw and go on the attack. What a stop! Grabbed along the board by Michkov. Sergachev's taking it from his own end. Philadelphia's got the puck along the wall. And now it's grabbed by Martoni. Utah's trailing, that's why they've got the extra attacker out on the ice and the goalie on the bench. Takes a wrist shot. He scores! Off the pipe and bulging the twine.
Well, it's a game of inches, isn't it? And this time, those inches, they work in his favor. They go right into the net.
Philadelphia's been putting lots of pucks on net all night long, and they continue to lead late in this third period. The Flyers win the draw here in the neutral zone. Quick feed to Martoni. Along the half wall with the puck. And loses possession after a solid hit. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Utah's won the defensive zone draw. Quick pass across to Gunther. Utah's got it along the wall. Dishes it off. The Mammoth have it now. Answers the call with a big save. In desperate need of a goal here, they've got the extra attacker out. Takes the return feed. Into the middle of the neutral zone. Here we go, one-man rush.
That's a strong effort all the way around. Stingy defensively at the end of the game, and they're able to get that empty netter. And it's the dying minutes here, James. It should seal the deal.
Philadelphia's effort has really impressed me tonight here, Cheryl. And after that, EN in the old statistical book only adds to their lead.
Yeah, and it's going to be all but over, isn't it? You know, you put it in the 4x6, it's empty, and you know everyone just starts jumping because they realize they just won the game.
Fires it on net. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. Empty net. You got to anticipate an aggressive draw here.
Well, an aggressive draw, something they've worked on in practice. They'll look for the quick win with the extra attacker.
Nice start with the draw here inside the offensive zone. And a great save. And that'll close the book on this one as the final horn sounds. An emphatic win, and we can put that W as a capital.
Well, it's almost as if their opponent were defeated before the game started. I mean, you can see it in the warm-up, just in their body language, playing a team that's on a winning streak, playing with a ton of confidence. They didn't give their opponent any opportunity to get life in this game.
Well, and that brings a fun night of hockey to a conclusion, and we will say goodbye. She's Cheryl Pounder. My name is James Cebulski. Thanks for joining us from all of us here at EA Sports. Good night.